Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be what it was like to be pregnant with twins video. I kind of just wanted to share like some of the things that I went through, some of the things that I experienced, all the really exciting stuff about being pregnant with twins, some of the stuff that's really scary about being pregnant with twins, and just kind of share my story and share what I went through and all of that. This is just going to be what it's like to be pregnant with twins. This is not the delivery of the twins video. So if you want to see that video, it's coming soon. So you guys will have to subscribe so you don't miss it. But anyways, so let's get started with the video. I found out I was pregnant with the twins on February 24th, 2017. My period was late by like 2 days, I think, and I was like, huh, that's weird, because sometimes it's 3 days late, sometimes it's a week late before it comes. It just depends. It's not ever anything that's been consistent. So I was just kind of like, well, let's just take this just in case. And it was just one of those cheap like dollar store tests. So I took it, and 2 lines showed up, and I immediately started bawling. I was crying my eyes out, like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Now I'm gonna have 3 kids. And I was freaking out. And my boyfriend was at work at the time. That's when he was working his 2 to 10 shift. And so he was at work, and I was like, I have to do something cute before he comes home, but I have to tell him today because I can't hold this secret to myself. I'm not a good secret keeper. And so I got him this card, and then I I wrote on a piece of paper. It said something like, roses are red, test lines are pink. Look what we did, isn't it sweet? Or something like that. It was something really cheesy, something cute. And then I put the test in there. And then he came home. He got home about 11. And then I was like so excited. And he's like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, I have to give you this present. And so then I gave him the card, and he opened it. And then he was like in shock, kind of. And I don't think he really believed me until we actually went to the doctor, because he was like, oh my gosh, and he gave me tons of kisses, and then that was kind of it, and he didn't say anything else. I think not because he wasn't excited, but because I don't think he believed it. And so also I think that he was kind of scared, because these were gonna, or we thought it was just gonna be one. This was gonna be his first baby, so I think he was really scared and nervous, but he didn't say much about it. And then I made my first doctor's appointment, and we went, and when we went, I was like 6 weeks. So when we had my first appointment, it was just like all the paperwork and the blood work and just stuff like that. It was really fast, really simple. And then we went back for my next appointment, and I was 10 weeks, 4 days. And that's when she's like, oh, we're gonna do ultrasound today. And I was like, yeah, I get to see my little tiny peanut in there. And then so we wait a little bit, and it's finally our turn, and we go, and I lay on the table, and she's got the little thing on my belly, and she's looking around, and she's like, oh my gosh, there's something in the water. And I look at my boyfriend, and I was like, oh my god, what does that mean? Because I can't really see the TV, because it's pointed like more towards him, so I can't really see it. And she's like, look at this, Mom. And you can see that there's 2 completely, Evelyn yelling, there's completely 2 different sacs. And she's like, you're having twins. And I was like, oh my god. And I look over at my boyfriend, and his eyes are like this big. And he's like, I told you. And he really did. From the beginning, he's like, I bet you that we're going to have twins. I just know. I just have this feeling. I just know. I'm like, shoot, you're crazy. Twins doesn't run in our family. Well, come to find out, his mom told us that it runs in his family. And I'm like, oh my god. What the heck am I gonna do? I was so scared. I remember after that appointment, when we got the ultrasound done, after we came down from being in shock a little bit, we went to breakfast, and we were kind of just like sitting there looking at each other like, what the heck is going on? Like, what the heck are we gonna do? And so then I went to work that day, and I just remember like thinking, oh my god, my life's about to change drastically, because I'm going to go from having 2 girls to having 2 more kids. And going from 2 to 3 is hard. And now I have to go from 2 to 4. So I was really freaked out, but I was also really excited. And then, let me see my paper. Oh, it was not that one. It was this one. When I was 18 weeks and 5 days, Because I was pregnant with twins, I had to see the specialist twice a month because it was really high risk because you can go into labor anytime. I mean, your body, it's hard for your body to handle one baby, and then I was having two, so it was really hard. So I was going to the specialist a lot, which was good because then I got to have like lots of little ultrasounds and check up on the babies a lot, so I didn't mind it. It was really nice. But at my 18-week, 5-day ultrasound, which was on 6/8, and my boyfriend was out of town for 2 months on a work trip, so I went to this alone, and I was like, let's just wait till find out the gender of the babies, because I was 18 weeks. Yeah, 18 weeks, 5 days. Let's wait to find out the gender of the babies until you get home. And he's like, no, we have to find out. I can't, even though I'm away, I need to know. And so then I was like, okay. So then I went there, and he's like, so do you want to know what you're having? And I was like, well, yeah. And then he's looking, and he's like, okay, the first baby is a boy. And I was like, oh my God, because my sister Samara was with me. And I was like, oh my God. And he's like, is that okay? And I was like, yeah, that's okay, because these are like the first boys in my immediate family. So I was like, yes, that's okay. And then the next baby, I was like, oh, please be a girl, please be a girl. And he's like, the second baby is a boy. And I was like, yay, that's exciting too. So 2 boys, and I brought these little pictures so I could show you guys. Baby number 1. Flip it over. Don't they look at them, looking like twins, identical. They're not really, they're fraternal, but. And then, so I called my boyfriend, I FaceTimed him after my appointment, and I was like, we're having 2 boys. And he's like, oh my God, I'm so excited. And he was really excited about that. But yeah, so that's how we found out we were having 2 boys. And I just remember being so excited, being so scared. I remember that pregnancy was really hard. I worked throughout my entire pregnancy up until I was 35 weeks, and I was gonna be induced or have a C-section at 38 weeks. So I took like a month off before, I think, but I worked the entire time, and my belly was huge. Like, when I was 5 months pregnant, I looked like I was ready to pop any day. People are like, dang, you're gonna have your baby soon. And I was like, no, I still got like 4 months to go. And they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry too. This is hard. Being pregnant with twins is really hard on your body. Being pregnant with one baby is really hard on your body. I just remember like how exhausted I was and how like sore my body was. I started to get like this pain under my belly, and it felt like skin was just tearing inside because my belly was just so big, and it was really uncomfortable. But being pregnant with twins was really nice because you could like feel one baby way up here moving, and then you feel one way down here moving, and you're like, whoa, what the heck is going on? And it was just really, it was a really cool experience. It was exhausting, and it was tiring, and all I could think about the whole time was, oh my God, I hope they're going to be okay, and I hope they're not going to have to do any NICU time, because that was one thing that really worried me, because usually twins, when they're born, they're really, really small, and they have to do a lot of NICU time, and usually you have to leave the hospital without them, and that was one thing that really worried me. I didn't want to have to leave the hospitals without my baby. My babies. But when Jackson was born, he was 6 pounds, little chunky monkey, and when Hudson was born, he was 5 pounds. So they were both fine. I didn't have to do any NICU time with them. My pregnancy was really smooth. I only gained like 35 pounds, which is not bad because, like I said, Jackson was 6 and Hudson was 5, and then you have to add in all the amniotic fluid and the sac, and my God, it was a mess. I was huge. And I felt like I gained a lot of weight, but for having twins, I really didn't gain all that much weight. I didn't really have any cravings. I just, when I wanted something, then I just wanted it. Like, I remember one time, me and my boyfriend were driving when we passed El Pollo Loco, and I was like, oh, I really want some macaroni and cheese. And he was like, okay. So he just pulled in there, got me some. It was like a big old cup of it, and I ate the whole thing by myself. I had no shame in my game. I didn't care. But he was really good throughout the whole pregnancy. He was very supportive. He made every doctor's appointment except for the ones when he was away on a work trip. And he can't come all the way from Florida to here to make it to the doctor's appointment. And that's the only time that he ever missed an appointment. Besides that, he was great, and he was so supportive, and he was just really amazing. He bought me a bunch of big pregnant with twin clothes. He, whenever I wanted something, he would get it for me. He just took really good care of me. And when you have a supportive spouse like that during your pregnancy, it makes it so smooth. And if you're really happy, then your babies are usually born really healthy. So that was a good thing. I just wanted to make sure that I was happy, relaxed, and healthy. And I was, and he made things really nice. So thanks, babe, for making the pregnancy so easy. And then, yeah, that pretty much is what it was like being pregnant with twins. Exhausting. I was really hungry. I had to still chase around my 2 other kids. I had to work full time, and just prepare for my life to change drastically. So, I mean, it was really exciting. It was really scary. At first, his parents weren't very supportive, which was very understanding. We understand why. My family from the beginning has always been supportive. So they, eventually his family came around, and it's not a big deal anymore. But everybody has their own reasons for why they were upset, but everything is great now. Those babies are so loved, and they're so cute and so bad at the same time. Jackson, he is so crazy. Hudson too. But that pretty much wraps up this video. If you guys have any questions, if you guys are moms that are expecting twins and you're scared and you don't know what to do, or you need advice, just leave a comment down below and I'll respond. I usually respond to everybody that leaves comments, so leave me some love below and I'll respond. Look forward to the delivery of the twins, because I have tons, and when I say tons, I mean tons of pictures that I want to share with you guys. And I want to give detail about what the C-section was like and the recovery of a C-section, and you know, all of those things that went into giving birth or having the twins. So that's going to be in a video coming up soon, because I didn't want to make this video like 30 minutes long, because I could easily talk about my kids all day long, because what mom can't. But nobody wants to watch a 30-minute video, and if you say you do, you're lying. But anyways, so I didn't want to make this video too long, so this was kind of just like what it was like being pregnant with twins, how exciting it was, how overwhelming it was, how scary it was, things like that. But the next video, I don't know if it'll be the next video, but it'll be one coming up, will be the delivery of the twins, with tons of pictures and tons of info, and yeah, it'll be really exciting. So look forward to that. Make sure that you subscribe before you leave so you don't miss that video or any future videos that we're gonna do. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you guys come back to watch more videos. See you guys later. Bye, guys.